Welcome back. This is Sealchan, and this is my Minecraft Alpha 1.0 progressive Longplay. Today, we're going to do a little bit of exploration. We're simply going to walk around the base of the mountains. That district I call Divide. And we're going to look to see whether there's anywhere reasonable to build a port. Probably not. But I thought I would just check out one more time, just to be sure. And I think it will be nice to stretch our legs and walk through a tiny sliver of land we haven't walked through before. First things first, I don't want to carry all this stuff, so let's go drop it off. You might as well take a little time. We have to get through the night before we set out. looking at these stars because I'm trying to catch the moon rising in the same constellation. Let's check it out in a little bit. He doesn't see me. Oh, there he is. There you are. Another feather. Well, I know that these days I grow impatient with the night. There are limited activities. If I had that time-telling compass, at least I could go mining, have a clue as to when the night was going to be over. But that is not the case. I am tempted to start this walk at night. Become more daring over time. I suppose if we're cautious, we can get away with it. It's now approximately midnight. The stars have not changed. I was looking at them backwards. Okay. Got it. Oops. Alright, bye sheep. Have fun. Alright, here at the mountains, we do have the water, but as we know, those wetlands do not interlink and bring you to the ocean. I don't feel like digging canals to connect it all up either. Skeleton. I was lucky. Guy saved my butt. That was the guy I was looking for, too. Oh, he's up in the tree. That's an interesting situation. Very interesting. I kind of feel like if you're gonna leave a stuck arrow, you should be able to pick it up. This area could use some stream development. I'm not sure that's within the scope. I don't know that we want to develop the entire biome, but maybe we do. I'll have to give it some thought. I do love doing that. Adding streams and falls, ponds, wetlands. Even with the limited palette allowed by Alpha 1.0. You can do some things just with gravel, with water. Haven't really walked through here since I did a biomes resource survey. There's our island representing Cascadia. Maybe I should make a landing here. And that would be our solution. Yeah. Would this beach be a good attachment to divide? I kind of think it could be. This is not the most approachable way to the upper slopes, but doable. I'm going to consider that idea. It'd be an interesting build project. However, I say landing. All I see is beach. So, with that requirement, maybe not. Yeah. Fully protected by beach. Of course, you ask, well, why not do it anyway? Well, one reason, got plenty to do. And another, it makes it more exciting when the opportunity presents itself. Knowing that it's not always possible. It's one of the benefits of a self-limiting rules. Yeah, it looks like just the beach alone be enough to prevent us from going with the port. That's pretty much the deal here. Although I do like that that small area that we were in could be part of Divide. That reminds me of a Chinese architecture roof, or Japanese. This is also interesting. Again, it's all a beach. The approach is certainly nice. Yeah, I could walk right up into Divide there. Look at that landscape. So fantasy. Well, you know it's tempting. I do have a self-limiting rule, but if I really wanted to, I could just open this whole thing up, turn it into soil, be the hugest sand quarry. Maybe that's the exception. If I need a sand quarry, might as well convert the beach into more solid ground. Yeah, hello, dude. Let's get walking here. It's quite the outcrop. Let me take a picture. had a good look at Divide from the ground. Days are wasted. Yeah, I don't think we've ever approached this area from here either. Have we even walked in here? There's so much to explore in these haunted open caves. The sun is about to set, and we are far from home. I feel inclined to push on through the night. That is a beautiful valley. That is a mess, but that is something that can be fixed. I don't know that we're going to ever come here to attempt to develop it. The game is really drawing. It's closer to the end than it is the beginning. But we'll see. There's the fort, I believe. Sure could go for it, but I'm say we push on. Really no need to tarry where there's no chance of a port. Well, this is interesting. There's certainly a close connection here. Just around that corner, you go right up to the fort. I don't know if this helps. Huh. Well, not inclined to make a landing here. We don't know if it reaches the ocean. I think I may be stretching things a bit. And that's okay. It would have been a nice stroll. Even if it was a little bit of a dark video. But that's alpha. What are you gonna do? Thought I saw some blue in there. creepers out of the corner of my eye. Alright, this is the other side that might, but not really, divide. These mountains come down to here. There's that lovely bay here. Could easily harbor a harbor. Yeah, I don't know. Again, I feel like I'm stretching things. It's okay to have a landlocked district. And the need for the availability of divide by ocean is really not that great. I'd like this to be Bellevue. And we're almost back in Elsie. Here's the trail. Yeah. I don't want to turn this into a port. Although, I mean, I could. I'm just not compelled to do it. If we had a more developed area up here, like with a shelter and farms and such, but we don't. Well, I think that's going to do it. Maybe we should head to this. Been wanting to come back to the observation platform for a while. Maybe we can watch the sunrise and call it an episode. Be a little while. Maybe we just call it. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. This walk through the beautiful, wild countryside generated by Minecraft Alpha. I hope to see you in the next episode. Take care.